you're looking to beef up your IT skills, consider joining itpro.tv, my favorite online training provider. They have thousands of hours of content for everything IT related. Use the coupon code ITCQ30 and you can save 30% off your premium membership. Please check out the link in the description below. If you have questions about getting into IT, consider joining our Discord server. We have hundreds of people there just like you who are starting their careers in IT, and they can help answer any questions that you may have, and I'll be there to help answer questions as well. Links in the description below. I can't wait to see you there. If you're looking for a step-by-step training guide on how you can get started in IT, check out our first official training course at www.itcq.tv. This step-by-step course will not only show you the skills and knowledge that's needed to get an entry-level IT job, but it'll also show you how you can gain an advantage. Check out the link in the description of this live stream, and thank you so much for your support. Yo, what's up YouTube? How y'all doing today? Hopefully you got all this working now. It's taken a little bit to get everything working properly, but we're here. We're ready to go. So let me pop over here. We got our guest here, Mr. Josh Davis. How you doing, sir?
What's up, guys? How you doing? You good? You look good today, Zach. You look successful today, brother.
I hope I look successful every day.
You look successful every day.
Every day I got to do it. Anyway, today we're talking about success in IT. Where do you want to start, brother?
All right, so I sent you a slide with some words on it. I don't know if you want to put that up now.
Yep, it's up.
Kind of frame it. So part of my vision was your video inspired me. You sent me a video where you shared honesty, which I have to commend you for that, because I think a lot of people feel regularly the way you do, the way you conveyed it. But most people are not comfortable enough to share it. And I can tell you, when I saw that, I myself have gone through similar situations where it's really easy in this world to feel like a failure, especially in, I would say, in IT, because IT moves so fast and keeping up, it's a challenge. So in my 20 plus years doing it, I took a lot to heart what you said, and I felt like it'd be good to kind of flip it on you a bit, describe how you are a success, but have a discussion about what success really means. So if you guys can see sort of these words here, you got them up on the screen, Zach?
Yep, they're up there.
All right, so success, obviously, that's pretty self-explanatory. Anti-success is my own little perspective of how egos and some other kind of perspectives in IT that actually, in my opinion, are not necessarily success. They're, we just call them kind of shrug life, just sort of And we can kind of talk about those. But I guess, Zach, what I want to talk about first in my mind, what really is success in the context of IT as a problem solver. First and foremost, when I get into this career, when I got into this job, I wanted to help solve problems. As you described in your chat, I mean, you want to describe solve problems for people, and that's why we do this work. This work is also about solving problems. So the cool thing is, in IT, people come looking to you for solving those problems. So what do you think, Zach? I mean, that's definitely one of the number one focuses. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, your job is essentially problem solver, like at any level that you look at it, whether you're entry level or you're, a CTO, you are a problem solver.
Regardless of the tech. That's what's beautiful too, because people come to you seeking help, regardless of what's going on. So that was sort of first and foremost. And I would say that anyone, if you've solved any problem for anyone with IT, you are a success there. And I can tell you, for me, it got addictive. It got really exciting to be the guy or gal in the situation for solving those problems. I don't know. I loved it. That's why I say I've stayed in this industry, because it moves fast, it changes, but I feel like I'm helping all the time.
Yeah, that's one of the things I think big joys that I also get out of the field is just helping people. I don't know. I think there's something to be said about that, right? Like just being somebody who wants to help people, who likes helping people, who enjoys it.
I think it's just natural, sort of the inclination we kind of lean towards. So that's sort of where you and I both are at now. Now, you and I, in our career paths, kind of shifted. Kind of touching on the other ones here. I mean, I talked about you can be employed, you can have a career, cool thing about IT, success does not necessarily mean you're solving the same types of problems. One thing key in IT is IT changes, the needs change as well. So there really is career opportunity in IT. Like myself, I've transitioned from, we'll say, doing IT to writing software to actually doing sales, leadership roles along the way. But I've actually transitioned very differently than what I anticipated going into. And then, like you, one thing I do know about IT, okay, people listen to you. People listen to you. You're an influencer. They ask you for help. They ask you for advice. And your role now, where you play, that I would argue you're a success, you're influencing people in ways based upon IT that you probably never expected. You never expected to end up being IT career questions guy.
No, never.
But it's beautiful, and
But
I would
here
suggest,
I am.
yeah.
Here we are.
Well, but what I love is IT. IT enabled you to do this.
Yeah, that was the whole. That's the whole like weird, like the weirdest thing about it. You know, it's like I love technology. I love IT. It's great, and I was able to utilize my love for technology and also my passion for helping people and put those two together. And now, yeah, I guess I never thought I'd be helping people with IT the way that I am today.
Well, okay, so for me, I'm in sales. I thought salespeople were evil. No. Ultimately, someone who's really selling and actually caring about selling, they have something they believe in. They're finding folks that have those needs, and then ultimately trying to connect them with the solution that I have. That's what sales is, and that's what I've been doing every day. In IT, you're doing the same thing when you're just being the IT admin. It's just different. So I'm too helping people, but in a different way. And I never thought, if you told me I was going to be a manager, which I still thought was evil, a sales guy, which I think is totally evil, I've been like, you're a liar, man. But my passion for software shifted, because what I can say too is to be a success in IT is appreciating the people you're helping solve problems with, because they're the lifeblood. It's not the tech, ultimately, it's the people. Right. Without the people, you don't have a job.
True.
So cool. All right. So success there. So what does success mean to you, man? When you think success?
Well, it's funny that you brought this up, because I had this conversation with my neighbor. We actually recorded a podcast on this. Like, how do you measure success? And that was my big question to him. And coming back to me, like, how do I measure success? And it's like we can have all these grandiose ideas and these plans, these goals that we want to accomplish, but is success achieving that goal? Is that successful, saying I reached this goal? So was I successful in getting my Security Plus, for instance, right? Well, I failed it the first time, but I still thought I was successful because I learned from that. I measure success by learning, not by accomplishing, not by saying, oh, I got that goal. No, I learned something. Whether that goal was hit or not, I learned something along the way that I'm going to take with me for the rest of my life.
Okay, so that thread there, anti-success that I put on the list on the right-hand side, a cert collector. Fundamentally, in my mind, it's a type of trophy, if you want to treat it as such. Ultimately, that cert is a tool to get you somewhere. And like you said, it's a motivator that helps you to learn. And that's something else about IT and success. Always learning. It's never the same day. So, okay, so cool. So always learning is definitely a key aspect for success for you.
It's not even about, it's more or less what, yes, always learning, but what did I learn from it? Like I said, if I failed, what did I learn from that? Yeah. That's the ultimate success, is being able to look back and say, here's what I learned from this. Here's, whether, like I said, I failed it or not, I learned something. To me, that's success.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Well, and what's cool is if you claim fail, you pick yourself up, dust your knees off, and try to take the test again.
Well, if you said you fail, that means you give up.
Exactly.
You can't give up.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's be realistic. Like, there's things in life that we're just ultimately going to fail at. There's just things that we can't do, right?
Or shouldn't do.
Or shouldn't do. We're not ready to do,
Right.
But it's
like I'm not ready or adept at playing pro basketball. So I'm that passion of mine, which I never had. I'm not going to pursue that. But like you, being a successful YouTube influencer, dude.
So weird.
It's so weird.
Such a weird thing to say.
Well, but it's cool saying it because you are still helping people. And what's cool is I feel like you're just getting started, but your path's going to be fun to watch and fun to participate in. So appreciate having this conversation. All right, so let's talk about more about success in IT. I mean, one thing I do love, and I don't have this. I feel like I'm the what is the old adage? You know, basically expert of none. Tell me out. Come on, you know what I'm talking about.
Like Jack
of all trades,
Zach of all
expert
trades.
of none. Yeah, Zach of all trades. So I feel like me, and I'm assuming you feel the same way. I know a whole lot about, depth-wise, very narrow.
Inch deep, mile long.
There you go. And I love it. I love it because I feel like I can get into a conversation and have some rational, interesting conversation about it. But fundamentally, I know my limitations. What I do love about IT is if you want to get really deep and become very just expert at something, you can. And then you can become a leader in that context too. You can shift it and pick it. Just IT to me, software technology is so malleable. It really allows you to realize who you want to be, and you can reinvent yourself on a regular basis.
Yeah, there's so much you can do within this field. There's no boundary. Like there's no end of the tunnel type of thing. You know what I mean? It's just like
right.
You could go into this field, like me, for instance, right? Like I started doing websites. Like that's how I got into this field. I learned HTML in like 1999. Started doing websites. Never thought I would be on the IT side of, like, the technical side of things, but here I am. It's like I never would have pictured that, and I could still transition.
That's right.
So many more times. Like,
what's cool is 20 years from now, what are you and I going to be doing? My assumption is it's going to be tied into IT because we can continually reinvent, change, evolve. And what I love is every domain. It doesn't matter what industry, healthcare, cyber, education. I mean, everything requires this for connection and communication. And the way we're evolving, this is the primary modality that we interact with each other in.
Right.
Through a freaking camera,
I know.
Zach. I mean,
Isn't that crazy?
I've seen you in person, what, twice?
Twice, 2 times,
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this question. Do you feel like a success?
Do I feel like a success? Most days, yeah. Probably. I mean, I feel successful in what I've accomplished here.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought, like I said, I never thought I'd be here. So to say, to be where I'm at, that's successful.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's such a hard thing to think about for me because I've done so much with all of this, So how do I measure success from it?
Well, what I'm sitting here thinking now is like IT and these career paths enable so many varieties in success. Mm-hmm. Like everyone who's listening right now could, if they wanted to go build a YouTube channel because of their knowledge in the technology, because you had to have that knowledge. And that knowledge helps you to kind of evolve. And I feel like as a problem solver, I could go do anything I wanted to do. So what I've spent time for me personally is I've really started to realize, what do I enjoy? What do I like? And that's sort of where I'm at now. I enjoy building relationships with people through technology.
Right. And that's the great thing about tech is that it's not limited to just technology. It's not just IT. It's people. It's, like you think you brought up like healthcare and, sales, and there's so much more involved that you could utilize technology as just a starting point. It's the tipping point, like there's so many other possibilities there.
So part of what I think I'm coming to conclusion on now, like based on this conversation, or what is success, it's finding a little bit more of who you are, who you want to be, and expressing it. And as we've discussed here, technology enables that, allows us to be kind of whoever we want to be.
Right. There's so many ways that you can niche down in this industry.
Absolutely.
To what you find the most enjoyable. And even so, like say like you want to be in security, right? You focus your path to get into security, and you do the security thing for a few years, and then you're like, well,
I'm bored. I'm gonna go do something else.
Yeah. You could do that. Like, you could do that. There's nothing stopping you. Like the fact that you have like all this experience is only going to help you do whatever you want to do next.
Yeah, that's right. And what's cool is like these certs and these other things we see as gates. All those are stepping stones to get us towards some goal. Like if you want to get in security, or you go find the kind of job you want and look and see what kind of certifications are common there. Those certifications are not necessarily the path there. They're a means of really forcing the function, forcing you to learn, to listen, but it ultimately is not the goal. The goal is to find that path to where you can experience your success. Because that's really what we're talking about here is IT can enable you to experience your success. Mm-hmm. Now, there's days when it sucks. There's days when I felt like an absolute loser, where I've had, it's just part of life, right?
Right.
Now, okay, so we've been chatting for about 20 something minutes here. So let me shift a bit. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit negative Nancy, kind of dark.
All right.
There's an aspect of IT that I hate.
Ooh, let's see. Is it printers? Because I hate printers.
No, I hate printers. It's okay. Cert collectors get on my nerves, but I don't hate them. If you look on the list, I don't know if you got it back up, but it's the no gal or guy. The no. In my experience from being a consumer of IT services, there's always the no guy, and I don't ever want to be that guy. I try to always be, yes or yes maybe. That's who I wanted to be in the context of problem solver, not a no guy. So I would say there are some anti-successes in IT, and that's really being lazy, focused on yourself, saying no to everything, or being the arrogant person in the room that's always got to be right. Because that's something else when you in technology, it's really easy to get confident. But if you're focused on being right instead of listening and solving the problem, you're not doing anybody any good. Okay, so anyway, there's my frustration.
So you put up the right gal guy, the lazy gal guy, the no gal guy, right? Those all contribute to power trips. Every experience I've ever been in, it's people with power abuse it.
That's right. And I would say in IT, it's really easy to get in a very kind of a powerful position. But the question is, what are you going to do with that?
Right.
So that's some of my anti-success. So I'm pretty much, if you are one of those people listening now or become one, I go around you. I find your boss. I don't let you say no for so long. So just to let you know, if you're moving that path of trying to stretch that ego out, we will find you and go around you.
We will find you and we will kill you. Oh no, that's wrong.
No, we're not killing. This is no. There's no killing.
Wrong show.
But anyway, I call it the shrug life because I thought it was kind of funny because it's like, because you can be like that with IT if you want, but I don't want to. I want to have fun, solve problems, and when I'm bored, go find another job.
Yeah.
So, you are a success, my brother. That's part of what I wanted to get on here and share with you and share with others, that all of us, part of the journey is, as you said, failure, but then success is when you continue forward.
Yep. Picking yourself back up. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add? Anybody chatting out there? I don't know if anyone's listening in.
I don't know. I'm not paying that much attention to it. I have no idea what's going on. What's the chat got? What's going on, chat?
Does chat talk back to you?
Oh, sometimes they do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if actually you have a.
Well, a lot of times they do. It doesn't look very active right now. I don't know how much of a delay there is to what we're saying to when they're getting it.
Well, and so part of that, these conversations, I love chatting with you and just picking on life, enjoying it. So if we can continue these conversations, great. Like I said, man, you've been an inspiration to me in various ways that, crazy. I flash back like 2.5 years we met.
2017?
Yeah. And it's crazy because we're still talking, which means there's something going on.
Right.
Life is good, man. And one thing cool about IT, you can find super smart people to surround yourself with. That's something I learned is, oh my gosh, the smart people flock to this industry.
Yeah.
You're going to always find smart people, and surround yourself with people that you perceive as smarter than you, because you will grow.
Yeah. I've got to meet so many cool people doing this.
Me too.
Just working in IT in general too, and I think a lot of people have that opportunity too with different types of conferences and meetups and things like that. like you build this nice little network of other professionals that you can talk to and continue to communicate with and bounce things off of each other and just hear about different areas within the field. I think it's amazing. Yeah.
Well, then
it's
also
kind of like you made me think back. It's like, wow, I've met so many amazing people through this. Like, and you're one of them, obviously, you know. But it's just like,
well, of course. I mean, we assume that,
yeah,
but
it's
yeah,
fantastic. I think I think that's another great thing about this field, though, is that you have this possibility of being introduced to people who will blow you away in so many ways. You know, you meet so many people who are smarter than you if you're that person. You know what I mean?
So
like
that right there. Okay, so one thing that's going to happen in any organization, if you're in an IT role, you're going to have people that you probably perceive as smarter than you needing your help, and having the humility, because ultimately in this world we can't really execute a business without leveraging IT. I mean, I have to use information technology. So ultimately, anyone in a business is going to need your help. But having the humility to listen, to not be the no guy, to really, it's funny, man. And what's funny, you've taught me what is IT from a broader perspective. Because I mean, I was a software guy. I wanted to code. That's all I wanted to do. But fundamentally, this is all the same. It's just different expressions of this human condition, this journey. Mm-hmm. It's freaking fun.
I love this journey. Fun. I don't know what's next, man. Like, I'm excited.
That's the beauty.
Something fun will be next. Right?
Yeah, and then when you and I fall down, we'll be there to pick each other up.
That sounds good. I like that.
All right, brother. Well, let's continue chatting. Good to hear you. Good to see you.
You too, man. You too. I need to get this live stream stuff situated better next time.
Okay.
But yeah, I think overall, success. This was a success. Same time, same place next week.
Do it. I'll make sure I drink a lot and stay employed between now and then.
All right. Good luck with that.
Stay healthy. Avoid the Corona, Zach.
Yeah. Don't say that. You're gonna get me demonetized.
Avoid the Arona Cray. Arona K. What is pig Latin? Yeah.
Arona K.
Aroma K. I like that. Aroma K.
Cool. All right. Thanks, man.
Peace, guys.